Hello, happy Monday. I just wanted to pop in and talk to you a little bit about my day. I did a spay and neuter clinic today. It was so rewarding and just awesome, amazing. It's one of my favorite Mondays of the month, and it's low cost. We get to help a lot of people that probably wouldn't get to have their animals spayed and neutered if it wasn't for this clinic. The vet's amazing. But it's super therapeutic for me because I love animals and it's a great way to volunteer and do something that I'm passionate about. And me being an animal lover in general, I'm the crazy person on Facebook and I always post, cute animal videos or animal rescues or advocacy or, adopt, don't shop, that type of thing. Probably drive people a little nuts. Sorry about that. Um, but working with animals and loving animals, I've really come to realize how good animals are for our health. I have a dog and two cats at my house, and not sure if you just heard that, but the cats were not very happy with each other. Anyway, um, they provide unconditional love, maybe not to each other necessarily, but to the humans in the household they do. And, great exercise when we take our dog for a walk and just love having the company. And it's very stress relieving for me to like hold my animals or pet my animals or any of that. I also noticed like my grandpa died in November and she was just lost. I mean, she took care of him. He was about 10 years older than her. So, towards the end of his life, she was always the big caretaker, and now that he's gone, her life was pretty empty. She was having some health issues, and um, for quite a while, her two dogs couldn't be with her. But luckily, she's doing so much better now, and her dogs are back. And she adopted a cat, a stray cat, and it's amazing the change in her just having those three other living beings around. And I'm going to keep her company. She gets to take care of them. They just provide the love and companionship. Big things, big, huge. And there's actually a Time magazine this summer that talked about animals and your health and how pets like help you cope and help you deal with the pain of loss and just in general they keep you healthy. And I think that's pretty cool. I mean that's being recognized how good pets can be for your health. I know I've experienced it. I'm hoping those of you who have pets out there have as well. Um, and because I'm such an animal lover, I'm wearing my shirt today. That's an animal quote. It's Gandhi. And the reason I love this quote so much is because I totally feel like, if a person isn't, showing respect or kindness or compassion for animals, not that you have to be a big animal lover like me, but, just realizing that animals should be able to live their lives without major suffering and pain. It's pretty big indication to me of what type of person you are, kind of the quality and the character of a person. And also, like I grew up Catholic, so my absolute favorite saint was Saint Francis. And even, at that point, and that's been how many years ago since he's been around, that he had kind of similar views on, how people treat animals would be how they treat their fellow man. It's kind of interesting and pretty relevant. Um, but so when I think about animals, it's pretty interesting. They tie in with good health, which I'm obviously pretty into the health things, another passion of mine. But also, it's kind of interesting. It ties into something else that I'm doing today, and I'm having a call with my success coach. And she's a person that supports me and encourages me and holds me accountable to really continuing to grow my health coaching business. And she really helps me because, there's a part of your brain that kind of like the instinctual part of your brain. It's a critter brain, so you may think of it more of like an animalistic type of part of yourself. And that part is totally wants you to survive. So it can be very, very afraid of change and totally the fight or flight scenario. So when I talk to my coach, that's something that I really work with. She helps me dig down and figure out kind of why the critter brain's freaking out. And, so my rational brain wants to do one thing, and my critter brain's like, no, I don't think so. That's too scary. That's too new. I may get eaten by a saber-toothed tiger. I'm not at all interested in that. So it's pretty fascinating, actually, the stuff, the coaching that goes into trying to reframe and rewire the way your brain thinks. And that part of your brain in particular, that is the part that tends to hold you back in situations where you really want to do something new, have a habit change. And I find it really interesting. And it is what I help my clients with as a health coach as well. So, it can be totally related to weight loss or any other kind of health goal that you have. Your critter brain doesn't like change. So you have to work with it, try to get it calmed down to help it see that it's safe. The change is not going to kill it, not going to kill you. You're going to survive. You're actually going to thrive. You're going to be better than you were before. A really cool author, John Gabriel. If you want to look him up, he's pretty amazing. The Gabriel Method, his story, and that's essentially what he did. He lost a huge, huge, huge amount of weight, and part of what he did was he had to convince his critter brain that he didn't need to weigh, over 300 pounds to be safe. It was okay for his body to lose weight. So I find it so fascinating. It's like all this stuff just ties together, animals and how they're good for your health, and how there's a chunk of their brain that is obviously very similar to a chunk of our brain, and it's survival. It's a really good part of our brain. It's trying to do good things for us, but at different times it freaks out about things that it doesn't really need to freak out about. So my coach is helping me through my critter brain issues, and as a health coach, I help my clients through their critter brain issues, and it's a really interesting subject. So I'd be curious, do you find this interesting at all? Have you heard this kind of description of what your critter brain does and kind of how it's related to habit change? It's pretty fascinating. So I appreciate you listening. I hope you have a great Monday and the rest of your week, and give your furry kids, your furry friends, a big hug. Tell them that you love them because they love you and keep you healthy. So have a great day, guys.